back, everyone. My name is Marie Villanota, Ethereal Crystals Master.
And I'm Karoline a spiritual mentor and expert in chakra healing. And today we talk about heart chakra.
Yeah. To love and to be loved.
Yes, the right to be loved and to love. And I always say, the most important thing with the heart chakra is that you love yourself, the right to love yourself. Huh? So.
Well, that's where we need to start, isn't it? But when we look deeper, and I think that's a crucial point in this whole loving business, is about the unconditional love. Because we grow up having so much, and through generations and generations, it's always a condition linked to loving. We love someone because they can give us something back, or because we have been taught, well, mummy will be happy if you do that. So there's always a condition linked, oh, I'll do that because then mummy will love me. So and it's often not meant in a bad way, it's just how humans do things. But so what this one is about, it's about loving ourselves, because that's where it starts, self-love, and loving others in an unconditional way, no condition attached, because love is so pure, it is unconditional for absolutely everyone.
Yes. And of course, it's in our society, it's not easy to do it, because we always have like expectations. We want other people to be, we want us to be. I can love myself only when I behave like XYZ, and this is not unconditional. This is a deal. I always say, if you love a person only if this person behaves like XYZ, it's a deal, it's not love. And but we learned it, huh? Look at all the Hollywood movies. We learned how love has to be.
Yeah, absolutely. So the best way to start, if we want to find that beautiful love we all desire, then we simply move everything out of the way and we go within. And we start with unconditionally loving ourselves. Because of course, that heart chakra, that's why heart disease is such a massive one these days, because of course the body reacts to the mind. The body is the last one to react to all these emotions and the mindset. And if there's heart conditions and heart attacks, it's literally the heart stops, because the heart can't carry it anymore. There's been too much loss and grief and pain and conditional love, and that's eventually what is causing all those heart problems with many people. But also not even as dramatic always as the heart problems, it's also upper back pain, problems with arms, hands, because our hands, giving and receiving, beautiful balance in my work is actually really closely connected to the heart as well. There needs to be a balance in giving and receiving. If there's no balance in giving and receiving of love, like people who steal, people who take things, who are always about take, is because they've always grown up having that conditional love. So there is no balance, which is again linked to the heart chakra. Yeah. And problems like we discussed in the previous one, the problems with the skin, when there's a lot of skin damage, problems with the skin, is again all to do with to love and to be loved and self-love.
Also breast cancer, because the breast is here near in our hearts, and it's women nurture their babies with the breasts and take care of them. And if children leave the house, lots of women get breast cancer because they have nothing to take care for anymore. And so it's really important to have a kind of project like this. Is where I don't know, I stand up at night for this project, if the children has left the home, or if you're a woman without children. So I don't have children, and I really had to but it's important to really have something where I can take care of, or if it's a pet or something else. So really to go into this energy, because our system also wants this energy to be feeded. Yeah. And
but isn't that again then also what many people think? Women are givers. We always give, we give, but we need to go back to the mindset that women are receivers. We are receivers as well, and we are so much about, oh, we need to give, and that's indeed linked to then we are loved, then we are worthy, then we are, you know, if we give. But that is so not true. Why don't we start with giving to ourselves? You know, unconditionally. Why? Because we're amazing, because we're wonderful, because we're here, because we're important, we're here for a reason. And then it becomes so much easier to unconditionally give, because, you know, you are me, I am you, we are all one. So once we can start, when we heal that unconditional love towards ourselves, then it becomes so natural to unconditionally give without exhausting ourselves, without burning ourselves out to others. But to be honest, if it is unconditional giving, then we can't burn out, because it's a natural thing, isn't it? Because we know we unconditionally, because you don't expect something back. There is no conditioning to it, not for ourselves, not for others. It's just giving and receiving. It's just giving. Beautiful balance.
Definitely. And honestly, I think in most partnerships, this is not balanced, because people think, I gave so much for him or her, why don't she love me back? Yeah, because love has nothing to do with this. Yeah, with expectations. I don't have to be in a special state to be able to be worth to be loved. And this is what we, as you said, what we can learn for ourselves too. So it's really important to love ourselves. And that doesn't mean to be selfish or to be egoistic, or I don't know, that doesn't mean that you go through the world like, oh yeah, I'm the greatest, the biggest, the biggest, the best, the whatever one. Yeah, it has to be with deeply accepting and deeply say, okay, today I wasn't able to do it. It's fine. Today I felt angry. It's fine. Today I don't know, I didn't catch the train. It's fine. And not blaming ourselves for things, and thinking, I'm not good enough, I'm not worth it, I'm not, no, okay, I feel not good enough, it's fine. Yeah, so this is really self-love. It has nothing to do with being great and wow, wonderful every time. It has to do with deeply accepting that I have my shadows and that I can't be perfect every second.
Yeah, well, it's some there are people, of course, when the heart chakra is so blocked and they're constantly in love, they have to be in love, so it becomes like an addictive thing, doesn't it? And that's trying to counterbalance. So that's how you see when people constantly need to be in love in order to feel good, because it releases an endorphin, doesn't it? And they are desperate for it, they're addicted to it. That's actually a sign of having a blocked heart chakra. Also sugar, when you need the sugar is the addiction linked to not being able to unconditionally love yourself, because that's where it starts. So a blocked heart chakra. Or smoking, because that's I love that one, because it's just such an obvious one. And the next one I'm going to say, it's the smoke literally puts a curtain around people, because they don't want their sensitivity, their hearts, to be seen, because they are broken in their hearts. Well, not literally, no one is broken, but they have the illusion, I call it, because in our natural state is perfect health, love, wealth, everything, but they have the illusion of being broken, and they're embarrassed, and they don't want others to see that heart. So that's where smoking comes from. It's putting that field of smoke around them so they can hide behind it. And that's the same with plastic surgery. Plastic surgery in the extreme, because there might be a day where I have something done, I don't know, I can't say that. I'm not at that age where I feel the desire. I might not, but I don't want to, you don't know something until you're in certain situations. But I'm talking about the extreme here of people who have very big breast implants. Again, very big breast implants are a protection of the heart. They're trying to cover it up, because if they put these massive boobs there, their heart you know, it's a protection around their hearts. Or anything else in extreme plastic surgery is a protection of the self, because they think they need to have that in order to be loved, because they feel like otherwise they can't be loved. And then we're back to the conditional love, which is a blocked heart chakra.
Not beauty enough, not sexy enough, all the stuff. So
and then thinking, if I'm not that enough, then I can't be loved. But it has nothing to do with love, because love is pure.
Love is so love is there. So in German there is a poem, and it's like, I translated the last sentence, it's like, it is how it is, said the love. So this is really, everything is love, and it is, and to deeply accept that also a bad day can be loved, and not by bypassing and by, oh no, but this was a great day. You feel like inside yourself, you feel like, I don't know, angry, sad, whatever, and you show up like, oh no, it was a wonderful day. That's bypassing. That's not love. Love is to say, that was a bad day. It's okay. And there will come other bad days, and there will come a lot of good days. So that's life. To deeply accept that life is not only being on a high level pink cloud.
But isn't it that, because love is the essence of life, and when we go purely within to our own essence in our hearts, and we can find that love there, then we've found the essence of life, haven't we? The unconditional love is right here. Often people say excuse me, they say, you know, all about love, and what's love, and how can I heal that? But just go within, because you are the center of the universe. You are the essence of life. You are the heart of life. So all you need to do, because people keep looking outside themselves, especially in the world that we live in today, there is so much possible. There is so much, you know, because we've done so much healing and so much stuff already. There's so much we can create. But the real essence of it all is love. And you're not going to find that outside yourself. You're going to find that within your own essence, is in your heart. And funnily enough, if you find it there, oh my goodness, see your own world transform, because what you see outside yourself starts within yourself.
Definitely.
And then more, everything with unconditional love, everything that fits with you unconditionally, the people, the circumstances, plop, 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 it will all appear.
Magical.
No,
but it's
life is magical.
It's really like this. And so it's so important to be in a state of love, like every time, and to really connect to this deep source inside yourself, and to be aware that it is there, and that it's not stopping. And of course, if you were born and you never really felt love, it's not easy to connect to this love, because you don't really know what it is, or where you can find
how it feels
and how it feels. But as we said nearly in every video, it's like the little steps. Really start with the little steps, and with the little things of, okay, it's fine that I forgot my keys. Of course it's not fine, but it's like, I don't blame myself for it, because it's human to forget something sometimes. Or it's fine that I burned the toast, whatever. And not,
because that's of course important. It's linked to then being angry with yourself, and you're stupid, and you're, you know, because that happened. Well, that's got nothing to do with love, has it?
No, and it has nothing to do with yourself, that if you're good or bad or worth it or not,
or your worthiness.
If you burnt a toast, how is the saying? Shit happens. And this is really this is really really connected to self-love. if you start with these little tiny things and overthinking about how would I treat a friend of mine, a good friend, if she was blaming himself for burning a toast. Yeah, let's stay with this really, yeah, banal. I don't know if that works. Example.
Yeah, banal. Yeah.
It's a banal example.
Well, it's the same word in Dutch as well, so we might both be speaking our own languages here anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a banal example to burn a toast, but if a friend of you will burn a toast and she was blaming, I burned the toast and I don't know, I'm so stupid, the whole flat is stinking now, you won't say her, yeah, you're really stupid that you burned a toast. No, you never would say it. Yeah, so really think about how would I treat a friend if she were telling me all the stuff that I tell myself. That's so important.
Absolutely. But that's where you also, it's a good point you're making, because that's also where you can then look back at, because often the blocked heart chakra, as we mentioned before, it's family circle energy as well. Because if we had parents who were treated that way, couldn't love themselves, there was full of conditional love, then of course, what can help us to heal. And the first thing is being aware, like we said, noticing it. And we can go back into our family circles and go and see, well, how were our parents or the grandparents, and remember stories that had been told. And what we can then do is go and forgive, because we are all one, and if it's the person then that becomes aware and makes a decision, from now on, I'm going to unconditionally love myself, and I'm going to work on this, because then suddenly, like a pebble in a pond, it will ripple out, it will help heal the past, and it will help heal all the generations that follow. So become conscious of it, look at your past, where it's coming from, because most often it already comes from something that you've been through as a child, that you were told, you're so stupid doing that, you were told that, so it was programmed. So very slowly but surely we reprogram ourselves and back to our natural state of unconditional love. But forgiveness, forgiving ourselves. So if you notice and you go into the, I'm so stupid, you stop, I'm sorry, and you forgive yourself. And if you know where it's coming from, you forgive them, even if it's really difficult, because it's been a lot harder things and stuff that were really bad that made you cause this conditional love and this blocked heart chakra. Try to forgive, or say, be willing to forgive, because even just with be willing to, the door opens a tiny bit, and the second that door opens a bit, something can come through, and then the door can open more and more, until, if it's the bigger things that have happened, until we can fully forgive and give yourself that respect and time of that process. Don't think, oh, I'm silly, I can't do this, because it's back into, forgive yourself for that, and really give the time for that forgiveness and that release of the past to take place. Because that's another thing we expect. Oh, I know, understand it, boom, we can let it go. That it's a process. We are programmed machines. We really are. And in order to change the programming, it takes time. So do it lovingly for yourself, to take that time. And then you'll feel better, it works. And then you might have little ones slip back in. Continue to forgive, until one day there will be a time where you'll be like, oh, I feel very indifferent regarding this. And it will have happened. It will be done. But you need to give yourself that time.
Oh, wonderfully said. Yeah. What I did when I was blaming myself a lot, honestly. I was in this bad self-talk stadium for many, many years. And then I realized that this is not good for me. Yeah, I learned the chakra healing and the energetical, so my spiritual path was starting, and I was like, okay, that's not a good thing to blame myself every time for everything. And then a friend of mine was like, yeah, you have to tell positive affirmations And I was like, yeah, okay, what do I have to tell myself? Yeah, you have to tell yourself that you're beautiful and you're worth it and you're great. And for me, it always felt like a lie because I didn't feel it inside. And then I learned in a chakra workshop that in the heart chakra workshop, that in the room of the heart, everything has a place, has its place. Even the idiot can be there. So I can take the idiot. I don't have to turn the idiot into a great person. Yeah, I don't have to turn it. I can set my boundary and say, okay, you are an idiot. I don't want to deal with you. But I can take him into, or her into my heart and see on this person, on this idiot with my heart, and see also that, of course, there is a history why he or she is behaving like that and whatever. So yeah, this is what I learned. And then I realized, okay, I tell myself so often that I'm an idiot. And why not taking myself into my heart? Because in the room of the heart, everything has a space. And I started not to do good affirmations because I couldn't believe them, but I started after every self-blaming thing to call myself darling. And then it was like, you idiot, why didn't you bring out the waist, darling? Yeah. Or you idiot, why didn't you tell this? Why did you react like this, you idiot, darling? And so it was so important. Of course, it was like, my reaction was sometimes like you did. I was laughing because it became so stupid. Yeah, it was like, idiot, darling, huh? What's that? It became funny. And on the other hand, at the end of the sentence, if you talk about energy, the sentence, I'm an idiot because I didn't tell this or that or whatever. It's like the energy goes down, down, down. And then you put a darling at the end and the energy automatically grows. And this I did about 1.5 years. It was like every self-blaming sentence, I put a darling in it. Yeah. And it totally changed my life, because now I really seldom do self-blaming sentences. I really seldom do something like, oh my God, what have you done there? And then darling. And then it was like, oh yeah. Yeah. So
I absolutely love that, because you got a really good point there. People who start off with the positive affirmations is just so in contrast with what they've been doing, that the jump is just too big. And like you say, if you don't believe it, it's really difficult to embrace it. But if you add then that one word, because words have energy, and it just lifts the energy immediately, it blocks the negative energy and it can't continue, and it lifts it up. It's absolutely brilliant. And because of that, you change the energy, and then boom, I bet you now can do the positive affirmations, and you believe them. Otherwise there's no point in doing them, of course, because if you do positive affirmations and you constantly have that energy and that feeling of you don't believe anything at all, then there's no point in doing them. So that's absolutely brilliant, what you just explained. I love that.
Thank you. I'm so happy that I did that. But it came into my mind, or I channeled it, I don't know, but it was really helpful for myself. It was really, really helpful. And before I couldn't even call myself darling. And now there is a lot of energy inside, or there was a lot of energy inside myself that I call darling, but I was ashamed to use the word. And that also has really changed. I can call myself darling, and I can say that I think that I'm beautiful and that I'm worthful, and it's really easy now for me.
Oh, that's fantastic. I don't know if there's anything else you would like to share. Otherwise we'll go into a lovely meditation.
I would love to share the element of the heart chakra is air. So it's air, going out, connect to air, airy things. It's also like ease. And the color is green. So if you want to connect with your imagination and put green in it, or surround yourself with green items. So green is the heart chakra. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to add. And now
That's lovely.
I think you will do
Yes.
a little meditation.
Yes, I will indeed. Yeah. Okay. We will do a meditation on forgiveness, because I think, as I mentioned before, forgiveness is a big one for the heart, and forgiveness can be so difficult. And for a long time, when things happened, it's difficult to forgive. Like I said, if you can open that door just a tiny bit, even if it resists inside, then you start a process where eventually you can fully forgive and release yourself, because that's what forgiveness is. We do it not to forget what other people have done to ourselves or what we've done to ourselves. We do it to release ourselves so we can really step into the new, beautiful, unconditional love. So when you're ready, if you would like to join in, anyone who would like to join in, you can close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and release as you breathe out. And take another deep breath in and breathe out. And if you can visualize, you visualize. Otherwise, just listen to my words and know it is happening. And imagine in front of you, like you are sitting on a chair in a big room. And I'm getting the message here that the room doesn't need to be closed. The room can be open so you feel safe. And everyone that you want to forgive, even if it's very hard, but you know it will release yourself from doing so. And everyone who wants your forgiveness, and everyone who gave you pain, imagine them all sitting in front of you. And remember at all times that you are safe. Now, before we continue there, go with your attention into your own heart. And just feel or see what is in there. There might be some knives, some knots, black colors, red colors. Anything you see which isn't pure, imagine just pulling it out. And as you pull it out, give it to the group sitting in front of you. They can't throw it back, it's all safe. Imagine taking all those knives, everything out of your heart, give it to the group. And when you're ready, you do the same with your lungs. Everything that has stopped you from breathing the gorgeousness of life in freely, just take it all out and give it to the group. I place for you the energy of the Morganite onto that group with everything you've given it. And it's activated as I'll snap my fingers. Let go of all the past pain, grief and sadness. Now see that whole group and everything filled in a green bubble. It's all in a green light. See it wrapped in a ball. Green is healing and the color of the hearts. Now say in your mind or out loud, I forgive you. I forgive myself. You are free. I am free. We are all free. Now see that energy wrapped in that green bubble. The people, the pain, the grief, the sadness, see it all move away. In one big green bubble, it moves away from you further and further until it's fully gone. Now imagine that you are in the center of the universe, and you go with your attention to your heart. I place for you in your heart the energy of the Unakite, and it is activated when I snap my fingers. Break all patterns that have caused sadness and grief. This energy, imagine it, see it, know that it transcends outside of your heart and continues to ripple out in all directions of time and space. Everyone involved. I place for you, and it's activated when I snap my fingers, in your heart, the energy of the malachite. It fills your heart, your body, around you and further. New beginnings, new love, new work, gorgeous new beginnings. When you're ready, but keeping your eyes closed, bring your consciousness back to where you physically are. When I snap my fingers, I activate the energy of the rose quartz in the energy all around you. See your beautiful self with patient, gentle eyes, and be seen as the magical being that you are. And holding on to that beautiful healing, when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back into the here and now.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Welcome. That felt quite powerful.
Yes. And I am the rose quartz today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, it's all pink because, of course, we say green is the color of the heart and is healing. Because I think this is lovely as well. Why is green the color of the heart? Because it's with love that we heal everything. Yeah. And green is the healing color. But like you say, pink is also a color of the heart.
Yeah. I once heard pink is the love in action. So the aura of people who are really like, yeah, in their love, the aura of, or the heart chakra of Jesus was like pink because he was always in action with his love. And green is the normal state, the healing one.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So
this was amazing. Thank you so much, Karoline. And thank you to everyone who always tunes in and joins us in our chats.
Yes.
And we'll be back with the next one?
We'll be back with throat chakra, and it's communication. And so I just got the idea. Of course, if you see it here on YouTube, we are curious to have comments from you, or if you want to ask us questions in the comments.
Absolutely.
Feel free, do it. Yeah.
Absolutely, because we can incorporate it in future videos. Anything you would like to know, and we can make videos on that as well, because we love to share.
Yes.
And put it out there into the world. Oh, fantastic. Well, it was, as always, an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
My name is Marie de la Nota, Ethereal Crystals Master.
I was too fast. My name is Karoline Bruse, spiritual mentor and expert in chakra healing and balancing. And yeah, thank you so much for being with us. And of course, share the videos or the podcast with your friends. If you have somebody who should hear it, feel free.
Absolutely. Wonderful. We'll see and or hear you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.